everybody, happy Friday. Just set up my lighting a little bit better. Okay, so today I'm going to be painting this magnolia in preparation for the acrylic painting course that I'll be teaching next Friday. So let me just get my paints ready. Background, and I have mixed some paints last night. I used some ultramarine violet and some alizarin crimson, so this is the magenta-y color that I'll be using for this. I have some light colors for the background, and I have some other colors for the magnolia, some warm colors, and that's mostly with cat red light and some yellow, and then just some burnt umber and black for the trunk, I mean the stem. Just get my channel up to see your comments and stuff. Alright. Okay. Make myself some iced tea. Haven't been streaming for the past couple of weeks. Family stuff and stuff like that. You know how it is. So yesterday I also sketched in lightly the overall shape of the magnolias. And if you want to paint along with me, I posted the photo reference on my Patreon page. It is a free post for all people. You don't have to be a member to see it. But if you want to be a patron, I never get upset about that. And it reminds me to post more often. So anyway, let me start by painting the background. This is golden open paint, golden open acrylics. And I like this paint because it dries much slower than regular acrylics, so it gives you more time to blend, stabilize. Gives you more time to blend. If the music is too loud, it's too loud in my ears at the moment. Maybe I'll turn it down just a bit. Let's see how this next song will be. I'm gonna alternate with some white in here. So next class, this is actually supposed to be a monochromatic class, so I'll be demonstrating in black and white, but I also have a more advanced student that is attending the class, and she has done the first painting, which was an orange. She did it in color and it came out really, really beautiful. I'm gonna do it in color at home, and then at the studio I'll do it in black and white. I find that if I keep painting in advance, every painting that I'm demonstrating there, I keep ending up with a lot of doubles, although they never really look exactly the same. But I find that I'd rather have a little bit of variety. I cannot change this darker side to be lighter, so I'll just change the lighter side to be darker. It's easier to darken than enlighten. And other silly puns. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Just give me a second, my camera has decided to be an ass. Please, keep Stop it with the focus, automatic. I apologize about that. I hope that wasn't going on for too long time. Hey, Elsa! It was out of focus, it was terrible. I hope it's better now. I think it is. How are you today, Elsa? Always a good time to be here. Are you working on something artistic at the moment? Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of busy too. That's why I haven't actually streamed in a couple of weeks with life and family and all of that stuff. You know how it is. But I'm very happy to be back. Always good to hear that people miss you. Bringing a little bit of blue on the bottom. Gotta get some more white. Many ideas, not enough to be cohesive. Oh my, I have so many ideas too, and I don't really act on a lot of them, sadly, because when they appear, the ideas seem so good, and after, you know, when it comes time to put them into practice, I always kind of put on the automatic brakes by saying, oh, maybe it's not a good idea, or maybe it's not worth it, and stuff like that. I kind of psych myself out of a lot of things. It's just something to work on, and to have faith that, yeah, a lot of ideas are good ideas, and it's okay to not have every idea turn into a masterpiece, you know? Too much pressure if you're trying to make everything the perfect thing. I think that's what deters me the most often. Unfortunately, that awful word of being a perfectionist, and many times I don't do something for the fear that it's not going to be good, and that's not good. Always be brave to do something poorly. That should be my new motto. What is your seed idea? I'm curious. I'll give you my thoughts if you are interested. Yes, that is true. Writing is another one of those things that I put the brake on before I even start. I've been wanting to write, but I don't sit down to do it. Have you written books also? Doing a nice little soft gradient, a little blue around the bottom than on the top. That is neat. The inner mansion. Are you the guest? Different sides of yourself? Oh, nice. Is it fiction or non-fiction? Sci-fi, nice. I used to be more of a non-fiction reader, but then I listen to fiction now too. mean, my favorite author. I think I've spoken to him about him many times here, so it's kind of, here she comes again. Here she goes again about Terry Pratchett. But yeah, he's my absolute favorite writer. It's funny, this paint feels a little bit like oils today. Alright, let me see if my tea is warm and it's cool enough to drink. Let me see, I think I'm gonna start with the white portion of the flower. And I've got my white here. Sometimes, you know, I feel like reading excessively may be detrimental to the writer, because then you just read and read and read and you never really write your thing. I think I wanted to make this a little bit bigger, right? Because this needs to be a little smaller. I'll just make the background, I'll fill in the background. Focus again. Why is it doing that? Stop that. So I'm just going with pure white right here. Then I'll add some variations in color. Shadow here. I mixed some of my light blue with some of this purple. Hello, Queldar. How are you doing today? Long time no see. Doing. I actually attended Lewis's stream yesterday, but you weren't there. It's time to multiple brushes. kitchen shopping today. Cool. Did you buy stuff for the kitchen or like cabinetry and stuff like that? All new kitchen. Oh gosh. Or an arm or leg, or both, you know. No, because you're gonna need those. Kidneys less likely to be missed. I think this needs to come out a little bit more now that I look at the reference photo. That's cool. So you bought the stuff already. Yeah, we remodeled our kitchen last year. It was 42 years old, so decrepit. So, I mean, it was falling apart. It was a hazard. So we had to do it because the old cabinets were just falling, or just holding themselves up by just a nail. It was scary. Ah, cool. You know, we made it pretty, I mean, we made a pretty good deal with IKEA. I don't know if you like IKEA or not, but it wasn't bad. Right? Exactly. I mean, IKEA's got it all, and now we have to get our daughter some what are drawers, you know, a wardrobe, whatever it's called, cabinets to put her stuff in, and a dresser. That's it. And we were looking last night at IKEA stuff. Pretty expensive stuff though, but well, we got other things and they're not bad quality, you know. They're okay. Not too bad. The only thing that we didn't get from IKEA was and they're not that bad. The only thing that we didn't get from IKEA was the countertops. We got a really beautiful, pretty expensive though, quartzite countertops. They're so pretty. That we didn't skimp on. Oh yeah. Yep, everything went through the roof after the pandemic. It was awful. Like, everything you want to build, it's kind of ridiculous. But what are we gonna do, right? Can't donate enough blood. I can't donate at all. Not in the States. Besides, well, I don't know. I used to donate blood when I was in college, and they would give us food coupons. Oh, because I'm not a citizen. I think that's the reason. Although I've lived here for the past 15 years, 16 years. Is it 16? No, 17 years. Oh my gosh. They still don't trust me. I've been eating their crappy food for 17 years. They still don't trust me. That's okay. When I was in Romania, I used to donate blood, and when I lived in college, they gave us coupons and stuff for food. I used to get cigarettes. And food. It was junk food though. It was junk food. But it helped me, and it cleansed my blood, you know, new blood. Although this one time the lady, I don't know what she did to my vein, but she must have popped it, because I had this huge bruise like all through my arm. It looked like I was freshly filming Requiem for a Dream. It was pretty bad. Getting some of this purple and doing a edge here. It's not really a grisaille. It's it has color. It has some purplish color in it, but yeah, it's very subtle though. There's only a few colorful petals. I'll do those in color, but I will demonstrate it. My class will be grisaille, so I'll be painting it in black and white for my class. But I thought, oh, for today, why don't I just have some fun with it and paint it in color, because I have so many doubles of my paintings, since I paint them prior to demonstrating them in class. I just have never painted magnolias, and I like to be prepared. You know, to have kind of a representation for the students to know how much to simplify it, as it were. It's getting pretty hot in here. But it's good to be back. What have you guys been up to the past 3 weeks or so, since I didn't stream? Now we're getting down to this beautiful purple color. It is pretty monochromatic though. Has he? Good for him. He's gotten quite far on his landscape. I checked it out yesterday. It's pretty nice. I really love the dappled light that he's creating. Who had love trouble? I'm glad I wasn't there. I don't have, I'm not that comforting anymore. That's funny. Getting a little bit darker in here. I really like it. Louis tries to be, I mean, he doesn't try to be. He wants to be so helpful. Of course. Were there any lady? Oh gosh, I have a tick on me. Hang on, hang on. We have so many freaking ticks around here. I gotta kill it. Alright, I got it. Oh, that was gross. Now I'm itchy all over. Oh, no, it was just walking on me. It was just walking on me and I felt it. And no, you never use a match. You don't use a match. I have a tick, what's it called? A remover. It's kind of like a tweezer. It kind of picks it up and you turn it kind of like a prong and you pick it up. It works every time. It's the best thing ever if you're living in an area with very heavy with ticks. That's an invaluable thing to have, especially with dogs. Oh my god, we pull like 5 ticks off the dogs every day. I know, we gotta spray. Although I really don't like the spray. Well, I was outside with the dogs and they just drop on you. They just, you bring them from outside. When the dogs walk outside, they just cling to their fur. There's not as many ticks in Europe. I remember when I moved here, my mom was like, "Oh, America's got the worst things. It's got," because when I moved, I told her about how I was struggling with ticks and poison ivy and all that stuff, and it's like, my mom said that we don't have all that awful things in Romania, in Europe. She doesn't know about Australia. I do need one of those, a white room, the sanitizing room. That's pretty bad. Once you know they're there, you know to watch out for them, you know. Devil you know. Brown spiders. We get, I believe we have brown recluse, if that's what you mean, the recluse ones, with the cross on their back or something. They have some sort of, yeah, but I haven't seen any on here. In New York, there were more than in Pennsylvania. Yeah, those are dangerous. A friend of mine had, well, a friend of Sam's got bitten by one of those, and he got infected. He still got the scars to prove it. Thankfully, he went to the hospital, and actually the nurse that treated him became his wife. So, I guess spiders can be can be helpful. And help you get a date. Okay, now I'm going with some white. They're horrible creatures if you disturb them. I have respect for spiders, I never kill a spider unless, it's in bed with me. As long as they stay on their side of the lint, I'm okay with them. Better stay on their side, and I'll stay on my side, and everybody will be happy. We have centipedes here too. We used to have a lot of centipedes inside in the past, but now not so much. And we have ants. There's always something. There's always something. Yes, I'm so close to nature. Well, I do live in the woods, so we get... Did I say that I don't like ants? It's ants that really get me. If I didn't make that clear enough. Just went on Instagram today after a long time of not visiting Instagram. I saw Clara's post. It was a really nice post about hands. Generally, when I don't have anything to say, I don't really go, because I'm selfish like that. Where do you live, Elsa? doing the cooler stuff now, the purples, and then I'll do the purples and the whites, and then I'll do the warmer the warmer shades afterwards. There are some pinks and some browns in there too. This needs to be a little bit bigger. Try those warmer shades now. I need some white. And this needs to be a little browner, less pink. Feel your third eye opening with this music. Third eye opening music. Can you feel it? Virginia. have nature, Calder? Or do you live in a city? Oh, has it? Really? It's sad. I didn't think it was vanished. Vanished. Wooden parks, venereal forest. Oh. Farmland. That is sad to hear. What do you have? Do you have fruit trees and stuff like that, Elsa? I just got some grapes and some blueberry bushes to plant yesterday, but I haven't planted them yet. I mean, it's not all fun and games here, you know, like, it's having a property with a lot of wild properties, a lot to deal with. Let's see, what am I doing? You got blueberries. It's mostly berry bushes for birds and yeah. Well, if you don't put a fence around them, they're definitely for the wild animals. Especially here, we have so many wild animals. If you don't protect your crops, they're food for the wildlife. And boys, they're wildlife here, because our little, it's only 1 acre. It's like an acre and just almost a half, but not really. And when we moved in, it was mostly trees. It was just full of trees. And then that insect, the ash borer, came, and we had mostly ash trees, those long, thin ones that just go up forever. And it decimated all of the ash trees. And now, well, a lot of them fell, and a lot of them we had to take down because they were very dangerous to fall on our house and stuff. But now we have kind of like a graveyard of stumps, and we still have some dead ones standing up. And, but aside from them, we have a lot of uncared for, untamed land. So We have a lot of deer right on the outskirts of our property. That's where probably all the ticks come from. And we have rabbits too, because we don't spray our yard and we let the dandelions grow and all that, all those weeds. Yeah, it's sad, but on the plus side, you know, they'll give us space to plant some fruit trees, which are at least useful. Because just trees, they may be good for the air, but they weren't that useful overall. Rabbits we have. Oh, Thea, hi. We have rabbits too. When we came from vacation, there were just rabbits scampering as we pulled in our driveway. Our lawn grew and all the dandelions were blooming. It was beautiful. Saw a coyote once, and I'll never stop telling this story, but you know, deer aren't all that friendly as you might think. I almost got charged by a deer once for just looking at it. Well, I was filming it, but it felt so threatened by me, even though I was, I don't know, 100 feet away, and it started stomping its foot and yelling at me. It was just hissing. It was so freaking scary. I almost picked up my coffee and left. The broccoli. Squirrels are very good gardeners. I have a love-hate relationship with squirrels. I mean, I don't hate them. I actually just love them. I'm just sad that my husband hates them. And then we had flying squirrels. They are quite the sight to see. Not the sound to hear at night, just scampering through your walls. And man, did I curse them to death. And then when we caught it, we put one of those catch and release traps, and when we saw what the cause of the whole harangue was in the middle of the night, I just couldn't get myself to do it any harm because it was adorable. But they're not fun to have in your walls, I'll tell you that. It sounds like they're wild raccoons just having fights. It's really something. A butternut tree. I don't know what that is, Elsa. They plant peach trees. Oh, that's nice. I wish our squirrels were better gardeners. Silly Pennsylvanian squirrels. No good. Excuse me. Alright, I've been avoiding this area. No, I think a butternut squash, it comes from it's a plant. It's an annual plant. I believe. A late frost this year, so no peaches. Oh, yo, Lewis. It's a vine. Yeah, it's a vine. Yes, it's just like any old... Oh gosh, I have another tick on me. You see it? You see the tick? It's right there on my arm. Freaking ticks. hate the popping noise. As Louis comes along. I'm telling you, they just drop from the trees. Just catch the wind and drop on you like drop bears. It is adequate. Don't worry, Qualdar. We have good tick removers. You can come. We'll take the ticks off of you. Hey Jamie, I use the same OBS. Why Louis? Lyme disease. Sam has Lyme. Well, he contracted Lyme when he was younger. I think he's fine now. I mean, his knees pop and stuff like that, but part of that is getting old. How are you doing today, Jamie? Feeling better? You feeling better? No more migraine? You use Streamlabs OBS. Yeah. Oh, the camera for the main. For my face, I'm using this app called Iriun, I-R-I-U-N, and I've been really liking that a lot better than whatever I was using before, the OBS one. Butternut are also called white walnuts. All right, Jamie. Sometimes that's all you can do. Thanks, Louis. Okay, Jamie. You can lurk. Lurking permitted. Lurking permit. It. Might as well just pick up my other palettes. That's what I'm using. It's still Epidemic Sound, Louis. I have this playlist that I called meditation music, so that's what this is. Meditation, sleep, whatever's. Just kind of ambient, you know. I wasn't really in the mood for anything more. Sometimes I just don't want any words. A little lighter towards the tip. That was a particularly good song, though. Thanks, Elsa. Yeah, sometimes I just put on ambient. It's just easy on the ears, easy on the mind. Lets you kind of think. Relax. I should have put some incense on. Sometimes I put incense, but I ran out of candles. Vacation. It was good. Thank you for asking. We went to. So we drove to Wisconsin from Pennsylvania, which took about 15 hours, just under 15 hours. And well, Sam drove the whole way there, and on the way back we took turns. But it was nice. Saturday we had a full day there. We went and saw the House on the Rock, which is one of the main reasons why we went there, because Sam wanted to see the House on the Rock. I think some of his role models, like his favorite artists and stuff, like Neil Gaiman and other more supernatural sort of themed artists, talk about the House on the Rock, what a inspirational place it is. And it's very inspirational. There's so much to see. It's this oh, thank you so much. It's this huge series of buildings. It's this huge property in not in Madison, in the town after Madison. And this guy, Alex Jordan, started building his house, started adding on to his house in the 1960s. And he hauled by himself these huge boulders, and he made everything just beautiful. He started collecting a lot of artistic items too, and he's got the world's, I don't know, it might be the world's largest carousel that has, you know, everything but horses. So it's got a lot of different sort of animals there, and there's a huge carousel room, and there's several carousels, some with creepy dolls and some with more creepy animals, and that's one of them. Then he has his original house was my favorite because it was, you know, a functional house, and he built it in Oriental style. You know, so everything flows beautifully. The aesthetic of his place was absolutely beautiful, and just the furniture and the kitchen is like you've never seen. Well, I don't think you don't see that when you go to your friend's house. So it's really beautiful. Then he had this huge underwater room where he made a model of a whale fighting an octopus. It was like, I don't know, maybe it was a miniature, as it were, compared to the whale size, but then had this huge whale in the room, just the whale mouth, and it was, I don't know, probably hundreds of feet high up in the air, and I don't know how in the world they did that, but it was absolutely magnificent. And the amount of stuff that he collected, and yeah, he really had the vision. And it took about 5 hours for the whole tour to go. Not tour, a self-guided tour. It took about 5 hours to get in and out. What else? It's really a genuine museum of stuff. Everywhere you went, in every single house, because it was like a house connected by tunnels, by walkways on the outside, and everyone had these automatic musical machines, and you would put in, you know, a coin in the slot, and you would hear the musical machines just make music, or other sorts of automatic devices like fortune-telling stuff, and it was really the experience. The outside garden was also particularly beautiful, very, you know, had a beautiful waterfall and everything. Yeah, very, very interesting. And then, so that was our Saturday thing. I'll remember more things to tell you. But in the carousel room, all the horses that he had collected for the carousel, so they didn't make it in the carousel, they were all displayed on the walls. There were hundreds, if not thousands of horses, carousel horses, just strung up on the walls, and on the ceiling there were these flying angel sculptures, and like orchestras, that's what I'm trying to say, like whole orchestras and figurines of people playing. It was really something very unusual. For some reason I was expecting it to be kind of a huge cabinet of curiosities with a lot of creepy stuff, like Ripley's Believe It or Not creepy stuff, but it really wasn't like that. I was, you know, thankfully, because I mean, Sam loves that stuff, but I'm not that impressed by the creepiness. But it was very artistic, very inspiring. I think it was inspiring, I'm not sure. It really inspired me to start working on our property, and I would love to be able to create something like that on our property, because before the pandemic we used to have these open show houses where we would have an open house every season, and people would come and see the painted walls, because everything in my house, it's a whole mural. Every room has a different theme. So, but we didn't we haven't really done it enough times in order to kind of monetize it and to make it more professional experience. It was more like friends, and you know, if people would find out, of course they would come, but it never really got that big because, you know, pandemic put a halt to everything. But I really would like to go back to making our property an amazing place as well, not just the house. So in that respect, it was quite inspiring. So anyway, after we did that, we on Sunday we went and saw the Cave of the Mounds, because there's a cave, and of course every time we go on vacation we have to visit a cave because I'm obsessed with caves. It was a nice cave. It wasn't the biggest cave, but it was very beautiful. And then on Sunday evening, another reason why we went there at that time was because it was a Night Vale show. I don't know if you guys know, Night Vale is this podcast that is all about this fictional town of Night Vale where all these kind of creepy stuff happen, and it's narrated in a sort of humorous way, so kind of take it with a grain of salt. It's all in fun. It's fiction, but it's fun. We listen to it on Spotify. They also have books. It's very well thought, you know, like the people who do this thing, you know that they think about what they're doing. They're thinkers, you know. We like thinkers. However, the show wasn't that good. The show wasn't that good. I think we were just expecting something more. I think that's sometimes why we get why we're disappointed by certain things, because we just expect too much. It wasn't as good as a regular radio show, you know. But you can't win it all. That was pretty much our vacation, and then we drove back on Sunday night for 3 hours until we had to stop and sleep, and then on Monday we just finalized our trip and we were back home. We went and picked up the dogs, who were still alive, thank goodness. It's always a thing with the dogs. One of them, the older one, had some sort of gave us a scare right the night before. It was so awful. But had to take him to the vet that day, and we didn't know if we were gonna have to cancel the trip because of the stupid dog getting sick. Promised myself and my family that I will not get another dog. They can get their own dog, but I'm not gonna feed it. Very hateful of me, I know. After our rabbit died, who also I loved very much, I promised that I will not get another pet. And then my daughter wanted a dog, so we got a dog. And that dog became my dog. And then my daughter wanted another dog. And that dog also... I don't know. Oh, he's not my dog, but he's attached. Yeah, we enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. usually have too many paintbrushes in my hands. But now what I want to do is look around Pennsylvania and see the caves that are around us. I want us to visit all of the caves. We were in total darkness in the cave. Very calming, very soothing. Very soothing to be in total darkness. Although amongst strangers, I don't know how well some of you may take it, but I think I left with the amount of stuff in my purse that I went in with. Cave tours are fun, I agree. They're like my favorite thing. And that's what makes a vacation for me. There's no cave visiting, it's just not a complete vacation. Next time we go to Romania, so I just applied to renew my passport because my passport has expired 3 years ago, and it's a pain in the butt to get a Romanian passport in America, but I can do it. Traveling. Underground lake and a boat tour. Nice. Where did you go, Jamie? You're in Illinois, right? Am I mistaken? If I remember right, because we passed Illinois when we went to. Past Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin. We didn't really stop at any of the other. Yeah, in the Ozarks. Nice. Sure, I'll do the disc thing. Let me go. Are you streaming right now, Louis? I'll be right back, guys. Let me just open up the chat with my friend. I'll be back at the computer to deal with Discord in a moment. It's installing the updates, and that might take a minute. We will see. Alright, I feel like my colors are too colorful. Not having enough. Yeah, let me look at it a little bit further away. I'm taking my time. Yes, I am. I kind of forgot how pleasing this is. Back to lurking. I see you just hopped in disc. Look at the Bing. Let me see how this one is doing. Hey, Lewis? Are you in? Are you in, Lewis? I don't hear him. Hang on. Hear me, Lewis? I can't hear you. I wonder, are you in? I should be hearing you. Hang on, are you muted? Okay, hang on, might be me. I should be good. Now I should be good. I still don't hear you. What should be my input? Because I have my output. Sadly, I don't know how to fix it. Input is my mic. I did put that. I can't hear you now. Which is sad. My output is the problem? That is my headphones. My output is the headphones? Should hear you, but I don't. Oh!
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
What happened?
You're right. My output was wrong.
Damn right, I'm right. So if worse comes to worse, I know it's tricky. It's normally Discord sometimes like switches up your settings. So like you might have it, especially after updates. It's awful.
Well, thanks for helping me through that.
No problem. There we go. We got it.
We got it.
Chat. Yeah, now we can chat. This is good. I like that.
Yeah.
Wildar in your chat says, I can't believe the trigger guy. That was Az. That was one of the funniest conversations. He joined our Discord. Az came in and he was asking if dolls fall in the category of trinkets because trinkets are meaningless items and dolls are too. So he wonders if dolls are trinkets. And Tagian was hilarious yesterday, and Queldar was too, and they were like having the dumbest debate known to man. It was hilarious. Yeah.
That's funny.
I think the music, Laura, is very loud.
My music is very loud, I know.
And also, I think if you... I don't know how you're going to fix that. Yeah, it might just be the music. Maybe. Like, I would keep it turned up in OBS, but I would lower the music in the actual program you're playing it. That's what I would do. Because otherwise you're going to lower my voice, I think. My melodic voice.
There we go. I got it.
I really wanted to catch your stream and get work done at the same time, so I'm glad we're doing this. It's good.
It's good.
It is good.
I got it. I got the.
So I have a different setup now in
Yeah.
hopes that, because I was having so many technical issues, and I really hope that I've solved this.
Mhm.
So I switched from Streamlabs OBS to OBS, and thus far, Lauderson, it seems to be going smoother.
That's good. Why'd you switch from OBS in the first place? Just try it out?
I think I was always streaming from Streamlabs, but I've always had OBS, and I can't really tell you. I think why was because Streamlabs it originally had some very nice layouts that you could use, but like now you have to actually pay and have a subscription, which I am fine with, but I don't really care that much about that. So there was really no point for me to stick with it. Plus, maybe OBS can do the same thing. I think OBS is probably a bit smoother, and it's more versatile as well, I think.
I've been using OBS
really know.
since the very beginning, and I haven't had problems with it for a long time.
Every one of my streams has, like, every day it crashes at least once or twice. The camera goes out, the main camera goes out, and you know,
that's not good. That's not right.
No, it's a real issue. It's a real issue. But there's so many working parts, as you well know, and I question my internet as well, because I'm not sure if, but like the actual OBS, the Streamlabs OBS was actually crashing, and it did it, I think, 2 days in a row, where I had to just restart my computer and stuff. But I like those flowers.
Thanks.
I'm looking at those flowers. Yeah, they're nice. Fascinating. Okay, let's do this.
So what portion of your painting are you working on now, Lewis?
That white building to the right.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna try to catch that up with the rest of the scene, and
I'm loving
and then
the
I
way.
have a lunch. Yeah. And I just have a bunch of small detail work and such. I still need to work on the road, the shadows and such. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things I need to work on, but it goes quickly when you get that painter's, like the runner's high, the painter's high.
Yeah.
Really,
you get motivated when things are working well.
Definitely.
And definitely
yeah,
a boost of self-confidence.
You get in the rhythm. You get tired when it's like you're constantly starting over, and
yeah,
always having to start over is very difficult.
So tell me about these.
Laura.
Yeah, what?
I'm glad you're streaming. This is good. I've missed you.
Aw, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, bitch, I know. You've left me alone with our degenerate group of assholes who always question my intellect.
Can't be helped.
All these idiots that dare support you and I.
Yeah.
And take their time watching the streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We better keep them around, because they're very rare. Few in between.
Good word for it.
Cherish.
I'm gonna try to have your stream up. It just depends on my internet connection. And it's that way I can try to look at your chat there, and then I have my chat up, which I only have one person watching, which I wonder if it's me. Like, it might count me as a viewer, so I'll live vicariously through your stream today. Good. Hammy, yes. Here he goes again, Hammy. You know what? Screw you. Screw you.
Hey, what were we just talking about?
We were talking about how degenerate they were, and we were kind of nodding our heads in agreement. Okay? That's
More
what we're doing.
tolerance.
Tolerance? Oh. There's no such thing. You and I both know that, Laura.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it's best to bite the bullet and just say what you mean. You know, look, I don't put up with their crap, okay? I just don't, I don't put up with it. Don't put up with it. No, I don't. I am superior. Nice paintbrush stroke, Laura. Nice stroke.
Thanks.
All right.
Wes.
Dude, I don't know why, but your stream from me is always buffering, and I swear it probably has to do with my internet connection.
I'm alternating between you and mine because I can't have them both on my phone, so. But don't worry about it. No
I
worries.
wonder if I can. Let's see what these degenerates are talking about right now. It's really bothering me. It's moving still. Alright. No, we've had a good time. It's actually, because I've been doing a lot of painting on this piece that I've been working on, and it's one of those paintings where I am starting to enjoy doing it, but it's, you know, it's one of those challenges, which is cool. And it's been very helpful actually having them around, and, you know.
As a helpful distraction from your chattering mind.
I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. I think it is. So you went on vacation, right?
Yarp. Went on vacation.
Yeah. Where did you go?
Went to Wisconsin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You have family there?
No, Sam wanted to see the house on the rock for a very long time.
Okay.
You know the house on the rock?
No.
Just
I don't know.
I just talked about it a whole bunch. It's
Did
this
you? Okay,
kind
well,
of
you don't need to rehash it.
huge kind of museum full of artisanal objects, and it's a
Okay.
museum. It's very beautiful.
It's a museum, gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Cool. Kill.
yeah. And then
Word, as they say. In the 90s, probably.
and yeah, Sam also wanted to see a show by some guys that he liked, a podcast called Welcome to Night Vale. And yeah, we saw that on the way back. I mean, you know, on the last day. It was
Right.
average.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
We also visited a cave. That's pretty much all that happened in our
Visited
vacation.
a cave?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's called Cave of the Mounds. It's a very nice cave.
Cave of the Mounds, look at that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to shut your chat off because I think it's slowing my stuff down here.
It's
I'm
alright.
not sure. This. Tagging misses you. Tagging, she's streaming right now. She is freaking streaming right now.
Hello, Tagian.
I'm
Aww.
trying to push people to your stream. When I say trying to push people, it's only me. And did El
You're-
Gato shut off again? Did it really?
Your millions of followers.
No, El Gato's fine. I think, right? Is my stream down?
No,
Is
you're
my stream
you're
down?
moving. You're fine.
It is?
Yeah.
Let me do a little test here.
I see you waving.
Just
In
now? Okay,
both
good,
cameras.
Good. Then it's my computer then. It's my computer. Tagging, you faked me out, man. Yeah, he's abandoning me. Go! Watch Louder's stream. I want y'all to. I've been streaming a lot. Y'all go watch hers.
And just
Yeah,
go.
Tagging's going over to visit you. So what I'm gonna do is I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I should just bring yours up.
Just work on
I
your
want to see
your
y'all's chat.
painting.
Just keep me in. Just post. Just tell me what they're saying, okay?
About
If it's
me.
relevant.
Yeah.
Huh?
Tell me what they're saying about me.
Well, in general, I'm interested in
Okay, then.
kind of. Actually, I'm not really interested in you.
We know, Louis. You don't have
Get
to
it?
pretend. We know you.
I push them over to your chat. That's why I didn't post in Discord. I'm just doing my stuff here. Oh my gosh. That's what happens when you get lazy.
Do you have any videos coming up, Louis?
No. I mean, I will. I need to get this painting done, and it's flying right now, but I need to get it done.
Right.
I have a lot of stuff recorded. I don't have the time to put it together right now. Like, editing for me takes a while.
Me too, believe me. I totally get you, Louis. I've got stuff recorded, and then after a certain time passes, I'm kind of over that. Like, I don't even want to edit it anymore, you know what I mean? Like, I have other ideas
Yeah.
that I never act upon, and that's my life. Just
I
a
think
whole bunch
somehow
of unacted ideas.
both of us are kind of in the same boat, and I think that everybody who does this goes through that, and somehow we need to get past that, and I don't know how. I mean, I think we just honestly, I think the solution to that is biting the bullet and just releasing stuff. I really do think that. Like, just do it against, and it's more so just to snap out of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm at that stage.
You know what my major problem is?
What's that?
Well, I'm probably gonna put something out, but it's not gonna be, hey, Tagian, he's here.
There he is. Good man. Good man.
I'll probably just do, like, a relaxing video and not really a narrated one, since those are easier for me to do. Part of it is because my space is so freaking small, and I just don't feel comfortable filming in here, because most of the time it's kind of messy, and the energy that it takes to clear it up just drains me, and then I don't know. Maybe I'm just making up excuses. That may just be the truth.
No, I think you're actually addressing issues that you're coming across that you didn't foresee, and now you just need to learn how to psych yourself out of it, and which is what I do here. There's been oftentimes it's real life distractions, but it could be that, but there's always going to be something. I need to figure out how to deal with that and then get done what I need to get done in here, because I'll say this is another thing I was thinking about. There's a reason why a lot of people don't make it, and number one is a lot of people talk and they never start. Number two is that when it gets very difficult, when the enthusiasm's gone, which is where you and I are at, they don't get creative enough to get past that in their heads.
Yeah.
That's our challenge. So I know you're gonna get past it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna let you not do that. I'll be pissed off if you quit.
I'm not quitting. I'm just
calibrating.
Yeah. I don't know. Part of me really wants to be that charming, you know, figure of a person that talks and gives advice, and, you know, the famous figure, whatever, but also helpful, and like a YouTube sensation or whatever. Or, I mean, what is the point? Anyway, but a part of me also doesn't want to do that, and every time I look at my videos, I cringe because I freaking hate everything about my presence on in my videos. So I'm torn between being entertaining and not being entertaining. You know, like, just don't do the entertaining bullshit. Part of me wants to be the entertainer, and part of me doesn't want to be the entertainer, and that's where I'm stuck.
What would you want to do if you're not entertaining in that sense?
Well, just doing not talking as such in my videos, like not trying to speak or yeah, that's pretty much like not trying
Just
to do my stupid philosophical you know, take on everything. And part of me wants to share that with the world because I think it's quirky and fun, but part of me cringes at it because sometimes I come across to myself as kind of preachy and I really don't want to appear preachy, you know?
I don't
So,
think you come off that way, and that's just feedback.
thank you.
That's honest feedback. I don't think, but I know what you mean because, you know, I feel the same way. And sometimes I, like, one of my things is that when I would speak about art, painting, or whatever in the past, and sometimes I think it still comes out, I come off, I annoy the hell out of myself, and I, I sound like a snob
I
with
thought
it.
you
Like,
want to. That's your goal,
but
isn't it?
there's the funny snob that's calling him out,
Yeah,
and then there's actual like stuck up.
yeah,
And I'm not stuck up,
yeah,
but it sounds that way when I get too technical and talking like this, you know, serious wise. To me, it's very, at this point, it's very easy for me to explain something in art. Whereas, like, it was easy when I was training because I was always talking. Then I was in my studio, and when I started streaming, it was hard again because I hadn't really spoken to people, but now it's gotten easy. But what's difficult is making it funny. But here's the thing. I like making it funny. I want to. Like, I really want to. I don't feel pressure to do it. I just want to do it. I really like doing it. It's because I like to laugh, and I think it's a better a vehicle of presentation for this very dry subject. Often it
yeah,
can be very dry, and
yeah.
I'm into painting, but some of the videos I watch
Boring
are just
as.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I have the ability to be funny. And so when I'm not, I feel like I'm underselling everybody. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that there's not value in what I've done, but it could have been so much better, and that eats away at me. So
Yeah.
then that becomes the problem with me is the distractions outside, having to handle what I'm going through outside of the studio, which is very wearing on me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Having to juggle the painting and the video work while being very tired with this stuff. And there's a way out of that. That's my challenge. You know, yours is, it sounds like,
Well, I'm also. Yeah, what you're saying also applies a bit to me
it
because, you
applies.
know, there's
I,
so many hats one person wears. And some of the hats are a bit heavy, and at the end of it, you're just like, ugh, it's just not important, or just don't have any energy for it. Which
so,
has,
like, but having you put out a video that you're like, and forget the views, forget the views, because those, in my opinion, will come over time. Screw the, like, I don't even think, I haven't even checked my, I have not been checking my analytics or anything. Nothing. Don't do that. Because it's not healthy for me to do that. Because then
yeah,
I start doing stuff for the views. That's not, we talked about that.
yeah, yeah.
Hasn't there been a video that you have made that you're like, I am proud of this, this makes me laugh, I like this is what I want to do.
No.
This is great. You haven't had one. All right. So if you haven't had one, that's tough. You know, that's a hard thing. And you know what it could be, Laura, and stop me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm throwing stuff out, okay?
Yeah.
What if, like, do you think it's like you're trying to follow that cookie cutter build? Do you think that could be it, and you're not feeling it, it's not you? Is that what you feel like?
No, I think I don't have
And
a cookie cutter. I think I don't have.
mm,
Uh, no, I'm not following the cookie. Obviously.
Do you think you're trying to not be you? Is that it? Which sounds really stupid, but
Yeah, part of it, part of me maybe is holding back, like you said before.
what would you do? Like, what does not holding back look like? Genuinely curious. I don't know. I don't have this thing figured out.
I don't even know. I don't know.
I think you do know, but you're scared to say. What, like, I feel like you've had some ideas. I think you dismiss them too quickly. Again, I might be wrong about that.
I don't know, Louis. I genuinely don't know, and that's
Yeah.
maybe a factor into it.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose it could be. Well, I mean, I think. I don't know. I've always said unleash the Laura. That's always my philosophy with you. Like, the two things that I've seen with you,
Hmm.
I would say unleash the Laura.
And don't be afraid to be stupid, right? I think that's one of them.
I would try to be stupid. I would go so far as to try to be like as retarded as you possibly can.
Yeah, well,
That's my philosophy.
That's your game, you know. I don't know.
And if it's not yours, then don't do it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But you know, sometimes too, it takes a while for people to figure out what they like, and it changes over time as well. Not always that upfront thing, you know. Like we see the videos that we like, we see and we like them, but we don't always see what it took to get to that point, all the years it took or whatever. Watching is interesting is watching some popular channels, watch their old videos and see how they started, and it's oftentimes totally different. You know, it's fun to watch, honestly. Remember the first couple of videos that I did, I would say the first 4 5 videos I did were serious, and and one of them got a lot of views, but it's like it's not anything that I liked.
The ones with the one with the drawing on with your left hand.
Left hand.
Yeah, that was good.
It was a good one. It was fine, totally fine. It's all good, but it's not what I really wanted to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, one of the problems is that I don't know what I want to be doing. I don't even know.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And that's the worst when you're at my age and you don't know what you want to do. It's like I feel so
Wow.
childish and silly. It's like, do I really need somebody to hold my hand? And this is kind of like what I scoff at other people. You're so immature and childish and just get your act together. And then I go and inside my head, I do the same thing that I judge
Let me
others
tell you
for.
something. Most people in life do what they hate. And you're actually trying to do what you want to do. And it doesn't just come easy. And you have to figure that out. That's hard. And then you have to have the courage to start and the will to do it, which you've done. But you also have to fine-tune that and figure out exactly what that is. And that's very difficult to do. And you have to wrestle with this type of stuff, which, you know, like you're saying, oh, well, it's being childish. And, you know, I don't think it's childish at all. And I think it leads to growth, to self-growth, because of, like, you're having to struggle with these things. People who are doing what, you know, is safe, you know, everybody has struggles, but, you know, I wouldn't judge yourself off of that. Like, and that's not, I'm not bullshitting you. Like, I don't see you that way at all. I don't. Like, you're actually, you've gotten further than most people do.
Yeah,
And that's not
yes.
something to be ashamed of. That's like, that's admirable.
Yeah, sometimes I
Um,
feel like I should be further in life at my age than I am, and then I realize, well, hang on a minute, that some people may be further in their career and stuff, but maybe they haven't got this whole family situation figured out, and I have the child thing checked off my list, done. I'm
dude,
done with
exactly.
that. I don't have to worry
I'm,
about that anymore.
look, I'm 41 and hot, sexy,
Right?
and
And
single,
available.
and, you know, at a point like a couple months ago, I didn't have any commissions, and it was a dry spell like I've never had before. And just it was a reality that these commissions are sustaining me. Without them, you're screwed and you're helpless without them. And as a man, you need to be stepping up and doing your thing. Didn't feel good. Everybody has their stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody has their stuff, and you're further along than I am in a lot of ways. And it's good that you're hard on yourself like this, but I wouldn't waste your time for like, I wouldn't waste any more time thinking about that. Oh, I don't have this put together or whatever. If you're not happy about something, figure out how to fix this, which that's how your mind works. Right?
Yeah.
You do the work. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if there's something like you feel like you want to do it, if it's just the glamour, but you have nothing to say, then it's not going to work. Right?
Yeah.
It won't. And you know that.
I do.
You know? But if that's all it is, because you can do something, but like, even if you succeed at it, and even if you do become big or whatever in that sense, you're not going to be happy about that, and you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
You got to be doing what you know you need to be doing. But I keep on saying you have a gift in what you do. You really do. It's just, I always think you undermine that gift, or you have in the past. And entertainment. Yeah, people watch things to be entertained, but they also sometimes, like, you have practical advice in a craft that is very rare, right? Which is murals. That's what you do. There's value to that you might not see because you do it all the time. It's normal to you. It's not normal. I enjoyed watching that skeleton video in the woods, the haunted woods and all that stuff. That was fun. That was a very well put together video, and I thought you did a very good job with that.
Well, thanks. Yeah, definitely. I definitely like doing good work and showing good work, and yeah. But like you, I don't have commissions just one after the other, and some of the commissions aren't even that, like, commissions to me feel kind of like, make me feel like a painting machine. Now I know that everybody's got to earn money, and everybody's got to work for a living, and the crude reality is that being an artist is just like treating, if you're a professional artist and you do commissions, in a way,
Yeah.
you're not that much better than a 9-to-5er, only with the added stress on yourself of being your own manager and crapping on yourself all the time that your work wasn't good enough, that you could have done, or
Right.
dealing with 1,000 bosses instead of just one boss.
Right. Yeah.
So
Oh, I hear you.
and what was I
agree,
gonna say?
man.
Yeah, sometimes I resent being a painting machine, and sometimes I just want to paint my own things and sell them, but obviously that hasn't happened because I'm not that good at marketing, and it's something that I should learn. Yeah, there's just when all the thoughts come together, sometimes they can be your thoughts can be
Overwhelming.
not your best friend, you know?
Definitely. I hear you 100%. Um, look, I agree. I agree with you with this, and you know, the that's I don't want. The thing is, okay, I don't want to do commissions like all the time. I In an ideal world, I'm painting stuff that I want to paint and then able to sell it to people who want to buy it.
I hear you, me
Right?
too.
So, yeah. Well, the way that I look at that at this point is I'm not there, but that does not mean that I can't get there. But in the meantime, there's a lot of value in the work, you know, in that quest to get to that point. That's why I put a camera on myself, you know, when I stream, and oftentimes to, you know, just a couple people, and that's fine. Um, and then, you know, you make videos and stuff and slowly grow your business. There's a direction with that, but there's value in that, in the work in itself. You know, by itself, it's it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing to share your knowledge openly with people who might not have access to a school or what have you. And this is the stuff that I focus on, right?
Hmm.
This is how I think. Is that, like, you know, I really feel good when I help people with information that I would have found helpful at that age or stage in life.
Hmm.
That's a huge motivating factor for me right now.
Yeah.
And also, it would benefit my work later on. Like, it helps me actually to get better at painting. And plus, it's not digging a ditch, you know, for a living. It's actually a good thing. So that's how I think about these things. And I'm not saying you should think about it, because we have different jobs and different styles of work. But I get that. Point is, and you're doing this, you're just trying to figure out what's the direction beyond it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the direction beyond whatever, like, you know, whatever else you receive from streaming? Like, whether you expand or not, like, what's the benefit of it, you know? So at the end of the day, I know that I'm not going to have 100 people watching. It's not today. But as long as there's like 2 or 3 people, or even just one person that gets something from it, that's a big deal, because otherwise I'd just be in the studio doing the same thing anyway.
Yeah.
And that person wouldn't be benefited.
Hmm.
Like, so that's the outlook that I have with this stuff. And so it gives me that peace to keep going, and it also disciplines me to get in here and get this stuff done when I know that, you know, let's say I'm going to be on and stuff. There's a lot of things. That's how my mind works. I think you have a lot of value in your work and your channel and stuff. Personally, you know.
Yeah, I mean, also like you, I live stream for the handful of people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm
tell.
elated to have everyone, because in the beginning there was nobody,
Yeah.
and I still
Yeah.
went,
Exactly.
I still kept going. So yeah, there's a certain shamelessness.
Good way of putting it. Shameless. I don't know. It's Laura. Here's another thing. Your channel has grown a shit ton. What are you at right now? You're at like 1.8K or something.
A shit ton. Seriously, Louis, a shit ton.
Where?
I've started in 2020. That's
Yeah.
3 years ago. I didn't even.
Okay.
Come on, it's not a shit
But how
ton.
many
And
how many people do you have?
I don't care necessarily about the number, because I've exceeded the number, you know, to get monetized and all that stuff. But it doesn't get as many views, you know, as I would like. So the views are the, you know, it just
I hear you.
means that I haven't done the right the right, what's it called, structure, the right formula for me. So I'm still looking for the formula that I'm happy with and that people
Gotcha.
find valuable. It's not
That
that
makes
I don't care, I don't want pity views for God's sake. I want people to watch because they enjoy it, and because I have elevated myself to a level where I'm comfortable talking to people and not feeling all the time anxious that I might say something stupid. And I mean, I go live almost every Friday at this point, but when I never watch my live streams, by the way. I tried. It makes me very sad inside.
No, Laura.
Like, I'd rather not. And when people say that they've watched my live stream, I'm like, oh no. And then I go and see what they saw, and I'm like, I can't believe that person talked to me.
Laura, you are such an idiot.
I am, right? That's what I'm talking about. I'm such a freaking idiot.
You are an idiot.
I know.
It's a bunch of BS.
Yep.
I mean, I hear you, but I don't look at it the same way as you do. I don't think a lot of people do, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think I need to take a self-esteem class or something. That was a joke. See, you didn't even laugh.
Huh? Me? It's because I am very disappointed with how I'm painting right now.
See, that's the problem. Everybody thinks about themselves, and everybody's like, oh, I wonder what everybody thinks about me. Nobody thinks about you. Everybody just thinks about themselves.
Thinks about themselves. I've gotten to the point where I honestly don't care that much, and I'm not kidding. Just like, whatever.
I think part of the problem is also that I'm lazy, you know? I hate lazy people, and I'm lazy.
But here's the other thing, is that the people who I do care what they think about me are the people like who we know, like you and I know, because you respect them. There's a lot of people you'll never please, and that's okay. But Louder, you're cool, and if you want us to keep being retarded and thinking you're not, well, that just proves how retarded you are. Okay, so.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's good. Talking to you is like therapy, like Jamie said.
Well, we go kind of through the same thing. It's just you struggle with different things than me. If you're talking technically with the views, I know your format. I understand what you're saying. I still think your thumbnails are so awful, and it pisses me off because your work is better than that. Like, you need to be doing better. Just, I don't know.
And it's not like I didn't buy the YouTube formula book, because I got it, and...
Yeah, and even that says to do better thumbnails than you're doing.
I know!
What are you doing with it?
I don't know. I guess it just doesn't sink in. Not that I need to do it. I know I need to do it. I just don't know how to freaking do a good thumbnail. It's like a handicap.
It is. Look, thumbnail... Where's she? The thumbnail. Remember what they said? Okay, let's review this. They said it needs to be in your face. It needs to be uncomfortably large, like your face sometimes. Now, I need to follow some of these because mine aren't that great. But, like your work, you have some good work. And you take pictures that look like they're taken off your iPhone, and then it looks like you just upload them into a thumbnail and enlarge them to fit the thumbnail. That's what it looks like. It looks like somebody from the year 2003 taking a picture and posting it on YouTube. That's what it looks like. Increase the contrast and increase the saturation.
You think I don't do that? I do that. I increase the saturation and the contrast. I mean, if it's more saturated or contrasty, it would be an outline. It would be black and white.
When you take your pictures of the paintings and stuff, there's reflected light all over it.
I know.
You need to take them at an angle, and then take it at an angle and then change the angle. in Photoshop.
Mm,
And that will also, when you do that, increases the color saturation naturally. And so it doesn't look fake, right?
right. Haven't done
You
that.
have to learn how to take a picture of your work, which is hard. I think harder for you because yours are so large, but um, but maybe not. Like I think you can definitely do it. You know, like, that's the main thing that I see with yours because it's people click on that. Like sometimes people click on mine because I say something stupid in it. You know, like I don't know. Like my point is you can be doing way better with that. Like that's like I always look at thumbnails and they're always subpar to what your work is, and that's a compliment.
I mean, always. Quelder says,
Not
I don't need a good picture, just blur it and put a question mark on top. Good
right.
point. A lot of them do that. I don't know. I tried putting my face in it, didn't really work. I really tried. And I will keep on trying, don't worry. It's
Good.
just,
I get it.
it's exhausting figuring out your life. God, why can somebody do it for me?
I know.
Like, do I have to do everything?
You do have to do everything. Yes, you have to do everything, Laura. Gosh, fun. Actually, this is gonna be great. I'll psych myself into this. Right.
This mural really nearly killed me, plus blurry picture in agony. Yeah, I mean, that kind of sensational titles. And when I see the sensational titles, I just,
This is me
it
off.
puts me off so much. And I have tried, because YouTube now, or vidIQ, I don't know what it is, does that AI title recommendations and description recommendations. And I've
Oh, they
tried
do.
them, and it just makes me cringe so much. I'm like, ugh, see this spectacular, see this, oh, please. You won't believe your eyes. And it just sounds like such a clickbait.
It's funny that if Sean Kendall is recommending that stuff because he always said, "Don't do that because you'll get the views at first, but it'll hurt um, your credibility with your personal users over time."
Well, it
He always said that.
only if you don't deliver, right? I mean, he says
Yeah,
do a good title and a catchy title, but you also need to deliver, because if you don't deliver and you put a catchy title, then you rickroll. What is it? Is that the thing? Clickbait,
Rick
whatever.
Roll.
I don't know.
That's the never gonna give you up.
Yeah.
That's
So
like
when you click on something and all you get is the
fake
stupid
mountain.
song, isn't that what it is? I thought.
I think so. Yeah, something like that. It's a good song.
Oh my god.
I hear you, Laura. I hear you. Look, I'm at the point what I've started doing. Some of the content creators that uh, I respect for have started putting these. What's up, Coquette? Yeah, Rick Roll, Coquette. Yeah, they started putting in Coquette. Maybe you know some of these, like some of the Warcraft stuff that I look at. And some of the guys are doing content now. It's like, look how cool I am, content. But it's they're also putting these faces of themselves that look like they're sucking dick, and so I've been drawing dicks on those. It's horrible. It's incredibly immature. But it's always just like, oh wow, what is this? It's supposed to get your attention. It's just some bullshit, and I'm sick of wasting my time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna click on that. It makes me not want to click on that. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, Coquette. I do. I'll name names personally with you later. It's actually a name, but it applies to more people. But it's kind of gotten out of control. I've been sending it to Zerx and Val. Not the most mature thing. I'm not too proud of it. Actually, I am a little bit proud because some of those are pretty creative. It pisses me off. Fuck that.
No longer a children's channel.
Sorry.
Never been a children's channel.
Okay, good.
Oh, in the beginning I had a child watching
Not
me.
mature.
I don't think she watches me anymore.
Yeah.
She's grown, I think.
Giant eyes people were adding to YouTube thumbnails. These are the faces, Coquette. Ready?
What? Like what? Oh, and you forgot
Literally,
the
and
hand
the
on the
face
face. Like,
It's the size of the thumbnail. Yeah, the face is the size of the thumbnail. Those are the faces. Too easy to draw a cock going in there. Oh gosh. Okay, that's it. That's it.
you done?
Okay. Clickbait. It is clickbait. It's standard now. Yeah, you would too. I'm just saying it. I'm saying it. Saying it. My mom's probably going to be watching this stream. I told her about the stream. She said she was going to catch it and she'd watch it later.
That's sweet. My mom
I'll take it.
also watches me sometimes. She's like, if I just keep it, I'll just let it play non-stop and then I'll give you views, yes? I'm like, Mom, please don't do that. I don't need your views.
It's nice that she asked that, though. A lot of people are like, what are you doing with your life? It's I don't know what accent that was.
Bronx?
Huh?
Bronx?
Oh no. Dude, I am painting
New
like
York?
I died yesterday. Huh?
New York? I don't know.
It might be. What are you doing with It's like George Costanza's mom. Georgie!
Like Fred
Killing him.
Fred
remember
Drescher.
Do you remember the episode where it flashed back to George and like when he was 10 and his dad was like, blow out the candles, and then his mom was like, stop it, Fred, you're killing him. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Yeah,
No,
I'm
I
working on
don't
these Greek
remember.
columns, man. I haven't really done much. I'm kind of I need to activate my brain. I think brain in general, I need to activate. I'm talking about very highly intellectual subjects, obviously, as I always do. But I need to focus on this. Laura is distracting me. Totally, this is her fault.
Yeah, your columns are looking great, Lewis.
You have my stream up?
Yeah, I keep
can't-
alternating between us. Don't worry.
Okay, good. It's mine. Like my internet cuts out. That's why I would have you up. I just
No worries.
I can do this if I take my time. It's just this is something that requires like a lot of, frankly, skill and brain power.
Yeah.
This comes over. Juicy brain activated.
Gotta say the funniest thing. Everybody was asking, because we told them we're going to Wisconsin, and everybody's
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, you gotta eat some cheese." We're like,
Is there cheese up there?
"Yeah,
What happens up
Wisconsin
there?
is like the state of cheese, or
Is it really?
something. I don't know. Cheese is very popular there." But
Is it really?
anyway, my husband and my daughter are both intolerant, so I freaking love cheese. And I didn't have any cheese, except for Sunday morning we went and had a little breakfast in that motel or inn wherever we were staying
Right.
at. And I
Yeah.
had Philadelphia cream cheese on a bagel.
Really?
Go to Wisconsin to
Good.
eat Philadelphia cheese.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
hilarious.
That is pretty funny, actually. Kind of shows you're above the Wisconsin.
Right? I don't eat their stinky cheese. It was really disappointing because we entered Wisconsin and I kept looking on the side of the road because I was expecting to see, cows everywhere and farms. And for the first hour, we didn't see any cows. I'm like, how is this the state of cheese? There's no cows. And honestly, I don't want to eat their farm raised, inside fermented bovine lactation.
Lactate is our friend for cheese. Coquette, is that where you're from? Lactate.
Lactate. It's like an enzyme that helps you digest it, right?
Oh, so that's like a friend. She's saying that's a friend. It's a good friend.
Yeah.
She's from
Illinois. I
Illinois.
passed Illinois.
Huh.
I went through Illinois. We just passed through though, we didn't stop. I hate vegans. Some of them may be good people, Tagian. They're not all
they're-
wretched.
I saw a meme yesterday. It's this person getting arrested, and the cop was saying you have the right to remain silent, and the person said, "That's not possible. I'm vegan."
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny. Got nothing against vegans.
Tagian, have you watched that? JP Sears used to do his hilarious videos
Oh, yeah.
of vegans back a few years ago, and he has this tofurkey or how to make your vegan turkey for Thanksgiving. It was so funny. Cause he, have you watched that when he hunts his tofu turkey in his backyard, and then he just butchers it?
I didn't see that. I saw one where what if meat eaters acted like I think vegetarians or
Vegans,
something.
yeah.
They're vegans, yeah. And I remember I think he had like, some chick in there and she disagreed with them, so she went to sit down in a chair and he kicked the chair out from under her.
Yeah. His wife.
It was I don't know if like it wasn't his wife.
Then.
It was just then. Yeah. He has a different it was a different chick than his
Oh.
wife.
Oh, okay.
It must have been his girlfriend or just a friend or whatever. Kuket says Wisconsin is Illinois' hat. Yeah.
Yep. But then
I,
there's another funny woman. I don't remember her name, but she made this hilarious video about turducken. Vegan turducken, which is called
yeah.
tofucken.
Oh my gosh.
It's such a funny video. It's a spoof, like a comedy
Uh-huh.
on vegan turducken.
Oh gotcha.
It's worth a watch.
It's worth watching, yeah. Bring this down. Alright, so I'm just like it's one of these days where I'm not really focused, and that's not good. I need to somehow snap my brain to where it should be. Oh, Tegan says, I met one of them, and she said, how can you hurt an animal? She was terrified when I told her not only I eat them, I butcher them too. It's common here for kids to butcher chickens and cows.
Wow.
And you have to do it if you're going to eat it. I mean, somebody has to do it.
Right. Yeah, I'm always surprised about these people who eat the meat, but they would never kill an animal. Like, seriously? Right, you wouldn't kill it, but you eat it every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I mean,
But-
look, my thoughts are this, is that like there are places that it's fine if you don't want to eat meat. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
But there are places that people are genuinely starving. I guarantee you they don't have these issues of
Oh, yeah.
wrestling whether or not they're going to kill an animal. It's a matter of survival for
Right,
them.
right.
They don't have that luxury.
Mm-hmm. We've been watching this show Alone, and it's all about, it's a survival show, so they put, I don't know how many, 10 people in the wilderness. The first one that we watched was in British Columbia. The first, now we're watching the first season, and the 8th season was pretty good. I mean, there were some skilled people out there, and the one guy survived up to day 56 or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was really good. He knew what he was doing, but man, it's so painful to. The first season, we just started the first season. They left the 10 people. First day, like the moment they dropped this guy, he's like, oh, "This is weird." He's like, "I've got this sick to my stomach feeling right now," and he tapped out in the first night. He's like, or the first day, he said, "You come and get me. I wasn't expecting to share, my space with bears and wildcats and cougars
Oh, you did.
and wolves." Oh my god! And then
Now, tagging, you're right. You're right about that. But not everybody here, though, man.
oh
Not a
yeah,
lot of the guys I know.
they are soft.
Yeah, they are soft. They are soft. I agree.
And Jamie's saying, my daughter confronted a vegan Karen and did a counter to her point about animals having feelings. She told her plants grow and are alive, so who's to say they don't feel? Well, it's a common argument. But at least plants don't yell back, Or do they? Anyway, yeah, that was
Like,
Just-
I don't. It's fine if somebody doesn't want to eat that stuff. Just it's fine.
yeah. Just don't force other people not to. That's all.
I agree with that.
And just like everything else, it's fine what you do, but
Yeah.
don't go and saying that this is the new thing now, or this is the rule, or yeah.
Okay, just straight coffee and like espresso. She wanted to make that first vegan impression. When did this end? And Coquette said she watched one where they befriended the wild pigs instead of making ham and bacon, etc. I guarantee you that if they were starving, that wild pig would start looking pretty good to them. I don't care how nice it is. I mean, you don't want to kill a pet, like once you bonded with it, but
Well, yeah. Oh, it was so funny because when we visited Romania, my grandmother lives in the countryside, and so she has chickens and all sorts of animals, pigs,
yeah.
and my daughter really bonded with this chicken. It was very tame. He came to her. They were kind of, playing together. She let him, the chicken let my daughter pick him up and stuff. And so she named him everything. And the second day, she couldn't find the freaking chicken. Well, we had a chicken dinner the previous night. Apparently, he was so tame and calm that my grandmother caught him and made him dinner. And when my daughter found out, she was a little upset, but she got over
Oh,
it. She's
poor
like,
thing.
"This tastes so good. Where's my friend?" Like, whoops.
Is that if she was eating it and she couldn't figure out where he was? That's
Yeah.
actually really sad.
It might have happened afterwards.
Oh,
Oh, she was just talking about that the other
That's
day
really
because she
funny,
still
though.
remembers it.
that's really funny. Actually,
Yep.
that is funny. Damn. You just want to shove that shit in your face. But Tagian, I hear you, man. I hear you. Tagian's on fire.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
reading.
the place you can vent about that stuff. Dude. It's it's fun, man. It's all good. I know. I know. I get that too sometimes. This, I might have to repaint this. I don't know. I can paint this. I think I'm kind of a little bit. I might have checked out today. I actually rested well last night, predicting that I might have a hard time working today.
Mm-hmm.
My prediction is accurate, but I think I might be able to get past this. I think a lot of it has to do. I mean, that counseling, bad. It could be better. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself about it. It's not. Yeah, that stuff is it's pretty funny actually. Find it funny.
Yep. Yeah, when I was a kid, it was like the best thing to be around the pig when they caught it, and I would eat the ears and the tail, and
Well,
you know,
it's fresh too,
yeah, I was there. I was part of the whole sausage making. Like, you really knew where your
right?
food is coming from, and it was, you know, you knew that the intestines are used to make the sausages and everything. You know the ins and outs
Yeah,
of everything. It's like
yeah.
survival
I know that.
skills, and
Survival, yeah.
to see this
Which
guy in
I
the,
think it's very good to know that stuff.
oh yeah, and like this show alone is this guy. What was his name? Whatever. He took down a deer. So he bow and arrow. He shot a deer, and he was the only one who hunted. There was another
Right.
woman who managed to catch a hare, but in a
Yeah.
trap. But it's nothing compared to actually hunting. This guy took down the deer. He managed to preserve all of the meat. He saved everything. He saved the skin. He made himself a little chair.
Right.
He saved the brains. He tanned the hide. He just used every single bit of this deer, and the head he kept it as a decoration for his hut and stuff to deter animals or something. I don't know, or just as
Yeah.
a trophy. I don't know, but man, it was Clay. His name was.
Wow.
That was so inspiring to see this guy, and he built himself a nice hut. Just so many survival skills. On the other
Yeah.
side, you know, you see this woman who, I mean, they're all given 4 or 5 cameras to record everything, you know, like the important stuff. And
Yeah.
some of the things they recorded, honestly, I would have just freaking left out. This woman's like, well, I feel like I'm not having enough salt, and this, I know it might sound gross, and like, I've been eating
Yeah.
my boogers.
She's been saying she said that.
Yeah, like,
That's
oh
weird.
my,
That is a little bit weird.
it's so freaking weird. Like, I wouldn't want to, seriously, if you get that low, that in your diet, that you have to eat your own secretions, then
Ew.
you might not be made for survival in the wild.
Right.
It's just god awful.
So yeah, tagging. I haven't butchered an animal. The only thing I've done is fish, right? Like cut uncut fish, and because I haven't been put to it, man. It's not simply,
Yeah.
I would do it. If I had to do it, I would do it.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt. I'm not gonna, pretend to act like it probably wouldn't affect me. I don't know. You never know until you try something like, killing a chicken or something. It's first time is probably the hardest, but I would do it if I had to, right? I mean, I don't have anything against it as long as it's going to be used.
As long as you eat the chicken, you don't have a
I would,
problem killing
well,
it.
I mean, again, like we have an abundance of stuff here, and that's not a bad thing. It's good. It's a good thing, but I think it's important to like be grateful for it,
Yeah.
see it, and to understand what we have, because it's when this abundance and this mentality, like people are judging people for what they eat, which is not anything new. It's not only in America they do this. It's done this. It's not first time in history it's happened. But my point is you start getting picky as hell about everything. It's one thing if it's dietary, like some people might not do as well with like certain types of foods, and that's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. But I mean, to be a dick about this stuff and
To impose it on other people and make other people feel guilty for doing it when you
That's
can't
not right.
do it,
yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's fine if they want to follow that stuff. And hey, you know what? If that's what they believe, they can say it. But I don't need to agree with it.
Right.
I don't want them not to be able to say it. I want people to say what they want to say. That's how you discern into or out of it. That's how I look at it. So I have nothing wrong with. That's why, and I guess I've been through that so much because, you know the atmospheres how they can get sometimes. But I kind of listen and say, all right, it's fine. People can say whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
They can. It's not at the end of the day. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna let it affect me. I've let it affect me before, and it's frustrating to say. After a while, I just kind of get to the point where like, I don't know why I'm wasting my time with this. Like, I'm not gonna. You don't need to hear everything that I agree with.
Yeah. Qualdor is saying, be excellent to each other. That's right.
I agree. I don't know if I agree with that. I think you should be a dick to most people. So, agree to disagree there, Queller. Queller's right.
You said that out loud, Louis. Big mistake.
Say what?
You said that out loud. He probably recorded it.
Good.
He's like,
I'm recording it right now, like an idiot.
Whenever you say something.
Queller's right.
Qualdor's right. Qualdor's right.
He's not that intelligent. He can't figure out how to record that. I like that. Tagging's like, if you did not know how old tagging was just by reading the chat, you'd be like, this is like an 80-year-old war
filthy
veteran
old man, right?
Yeah, who's seen everything, and he has no tolerance for the whippersnappers.
Yeah, let me see what he
age.
said.
It's funny. It's very entertaining. My focus is just simply not here today, which is okay. I might not paint well today, and that's fine. I'm going to try to at least break a barrier or something, like a mental barrier. That's my goal for today. It might not be the best work that I do, because I frankly think that I'm butchering a lot of this. Actually, it's starting to look okay. I just need to spend some time on this. Just need to be more patient with myself.
I think it's looking really good. I love those details at the top.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming. It's just I need to...
There's a lot of
I'm trying
details.
to actually... I'm trying to get the drawing right, which is very tricky.
Yeah.
Which I can do. It requires focus that I frankly am just lazy with right now.
Well, you're also trying
fine.
to hold the conversation, which is using your other side of your brain.
I it actually helps me to talk to you though with this. I think that if I wasn't talking to somebody, I might have taken a break by now. I think.
Oh, I think my playlist just ended. I didn't
Did it
set
really?
it on repeat.
Borghese. That's because we're soft Borghese. What is that, Coquette? We're soft Borghese. You're talking about just the meat and butchering conversation.
Well, I
Oh,
think
Coquette.
mhm,
Honestly, here the only
bourgeoisie,
what what does
bourgeoisie,
that mean?
Louis.
Oh yeah.
The
Well,
upper
look.
masses.
Let me tell you how toughness works. Is that the bigger you are, and the louder you scream at the gym, okay, and the more chicks you sleep with, okay, that's what makes somebody tough and a man. Okay, I just want you to remember that. Okay.
Everybody heard
All
that,
these other
Louis.
things, they're lifestyle choices. My mom's gonna be watching. Get Annie in here. Quellar, there he is. Annie will come when when we summon him. He always appears.
Who's Annie?
Um, Annie is the guy from India
Oh,
who was having women problems, who I gave him very good advice with, and then he messed it up. And felt bad about it. Then Tagging got into an argument with him and thought he was a wuss, so Tagging was trying to get him into the military and toughen him up.
nice.
And then they were calling each other gay for about 30 minutes.
Mm,
It was a very mature conversation.
I can only imagine.
Just like it reminded me of a conversation in 3rd grade. It's a good year. Best 2 years of my life. Be smart. Be smart. Be smart.
Don't go
What do you
against your
know?
advice, Louis. That's going against your advice.
What are you talking about, Coquette? The size of a dinner plate? Just like doing one of those things?
For the thumbnail?
Yeah, I think that's what she said, which is funny because, dude, I tell you, I don't know how, like, these guys. I know they hire editors, but I don't know how. Like, if I was them, I would tell the editor, no, I don't want memes of this, like, happening. Oh, the thumbnail to show how awesome I'd be. Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Boom! Coquette, it looks like we're going to have a war game on our hands at some point. I saw an exchange of battle tags with Miz. He's also doing a lot of misinformation on the forums. Be interesting. I don't know why I was talking like this. Oh, I was doing what? if you look at the Val for Stormpike thread, he's exchanging Val tags with Torture Killer, aka Tortoise. Yeah, so there you go. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Been
Yep.
setting up Boomy because we've had too many healers. Zerx and I went through a spreadsheet. Actually, Zerx was doing it last night. I gave him a list of names that we had, and he was going through trying to put the specs. We have, out of the 13 classes in the game, only 6 Coquette. Not good. At all.
You mean you're not into the nerd talk, Qualdar? Qualdar says that it's been wall-to-wall nerd talk these days.
It's been great.
Well, I even made the little tiny bokeh effects, or whatever these are called, the light
Oh yeah.
thingies. I think I'm gonna call it. I don't know if it's good enough, but it's good enough for me.
What's that?
Maybe
Let
I'll
me see what
just.
you've done. Let's see what you've done here. Give me a second. Give me a sec. My
You
stream's
can
okay.
you
Maybe I
can
just shut
critique
my
it.
stream off. Let me just I'm opening yours up. The thing is, it was buffering so much. I
Mhm.
turned my stream off. Like, I had it up because it was. So let me move it. There we go. I think it looks pretty good.
Thanks. Maybe I could put a bit more darkness in here. Now that I look at it from far away,
Where?
inside the
There.
flower.
Gotcha.
I don't sound convinced.
Squint down louder. Squint, squint, squint.
Squint. Ugh.
Squint, and then you'll see edges that need to darken slightly to create an atmospheric and turning effect in your work. Edges, Laura, edges. You
Edges,
work
yeah,
the
edges.
edges.
Yes,
This
yes.
looks nice, though. It looks nice. It does. No, seriously. If you, let me tell you this. The light effect is in the ballpark, but if you work the edges, especially of that branch, the branch is overpowering to the flowers. Maybe that's what you want. It doesn't look bad. But if you work the edges of the branch and soften them, make them a little softer. Just
Yeah.
makes the value in between the two, the black and the white, and then add a little bit of warmth to that color.
Yeah, I guess
Soften
I
it
could.
just a little bit louder.
Yeah, I
Work
could
those
add a
edges.
little highlight to the branch.
See, look what you did with this little petal right there. You just softened an edge, and now it's turning. The edges
Yes.
are what's holding your work back. That's it. It's good. Good job, bitch. You're good. It's good. I like it.
Thanks.
Good.
All right.
pretty
Let
good.
me soften. Let me add some highlight to the branch.
Honor gear and some raid pieces. So you think the raid pieces, Coquette, are like overpowered? I haven't really kept up with that. I know some set bonuses and stuff. You can get the 4 set piece. That's what you want to go for. You can do that in PvP. Oh, I'm procrastinating.
No, because now that I look at it, Qualdar, I'm seeing that there is in fact a highlight on the branch. I should do it. to make myself happy. There, that's better. It's hard to create soft edges with acrylics. Have you tried the golden open acrylics? They stay wet longer. I mean, after really using golden open, I wouldn't go back to regular acrylics. On canvas, that is. When I paint murals, I definitely miss the golden open because they dry so much faster.
Coquette, you're saying that the raid pieces, like, or the PvP pieces, are like much better than the raid? Is that what you're saying because of the stat increase? Which would make sense. If it's the other way around, that sucks. I haven't been keeping up with that.
What? Yuck! Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Quelder says that the art forger guy said he used KY jelly to make the acrylics wet longer. I mean, how the hell?
Very funny.
That's interesting. I wonder at what point he found that out. So that is water-based then? It's a water-based substance? Because otherwise... Ew. We use it like liquid. Oh god. I think I did click on it yesterday and I was gonna watch it. But then, I don't know, I got distracted.
Oh my gosh. Slap Jones. But what did he have? Did he have PvP gear? Or did he have raid gear? Like, I don't know which one's better. And it also like scales, right? Like you have to be in an instance because it scales up in like mostly Conquest. He has Conquest, yeah. So that will scale up in Battlegrounds, but if it's out in the world, the raid gear is better. Queldar, you should listen. You should write this information down because I know you're secretly curious about it.
What is driving you crazy, Quelder? The nerd talk?
Nerd talk?
I don't think it can be helped.
No, it can't be.
Just have to put up with it.
If it makes him feel better, I only have... Coquette's the only person watching me right now. Which I am totally fine with.
Yeah, I think over here it's just... Quelder, maybe Jamie, maybe not. She was here recently. And I think the other 3 people that are me that are watching me. No, I only have 2. only have 2 accounts. Yes, Jamie's still here. Alright, well, I think I am going to leave it. I might work on it later, maybe not, I don't know. But I'm gonna go for now. Ooh, my back.
Laura-san.
Oh, did you hear that? That was my back.
Saying, oh, my back. Oh, no.
You didn't hear the cracks?
I don't think so.
You never hear anything useful. Alright. Thanks, Jamie, Qualdar. Thanks, Louis, Tagian. I will see you, Coquette, and whoever else is on your stream. Going over to the nerds.
Just Coquette. Just me and Coquette. That's it. Right now. That's it.
Well, see you guys. I'll see you on your stream, because I'll probably go. Bye.
Cool. I don't know how much longer. I'll see you.